high school, you're either just about to get your driver's license or you've had it for a little while already. As you've probably guessed, driving is a huge responsibility. Learning simple maintenance techniques can make you feel more comfortable and confident while you are driving. And learning basic skills can save a ton of cash, yo. When you know a little bit about how your vehicle works, problems you may encounter won't be so intimidating. In this series of DVDs, an ASE Master Certified Technician is going to demonstrate techniques that are easy to follow and understand.
Every day we drive back and forth to and from our destinations, but how much do we really know about the vehicle we're driving? Do you know what you do if all of a sudden you got a flat tire? This is Joel. He's going to show us how to change a tire today. If you get a flat while you're driving, you need to pull over to the side of the road immediately. Get to a safe spot. Once you're in a safe location, open up your trunk. Inside your trunk, all the way at the bottom, should be a spare tire compartment. Remove whatever kind of fastener is holding your spare tire compartment cover. In this case, it's a nut. And then lift up the lid on your spare tire compartment. Hopefully, inside the spare tire compartment is going to be a spare tire. Remove the spare tire from the compartment and put it where you need it to go on the side of your vehicle. Make sure you lay it down on its side so it doesn't roll away. Underneath your spare tire in your trunk is a jack and a tire iron. Remove these items from your trunk. The jack is usually held down by some sort of nut or fastener. Unscrew the nut and pull the jack away. Next, pull out the tire iron. These items might not always be in your trunk. If you drive a different kind of vehicle, like a pickup truck or an SUV, the spare tire and jack assembly might be in different places. In this truck, the spare tire is underneath the truck, and the jack and the tire iron are behind the back seat. If you're not sure where your tire changing tools are, check your owner's manual. The owner's manual should always be kept in the glove compartment of any vehicle. See, in here, that's where the jack and tire tools are for this truck. In addition to the tire iron, the jack, and the spare tire, you might want to find a block of wood or a rock to put at the rear of the vehicle to prevent rolling. Now that we've got all of our tools, it's time to get started. The first thing we're going to do is take our tire iron and loosen our lug nuts. The lug nuts are the nuts that are holding the tire in place. Just place the tire iron over the nut and turn it in a counterclockwise motion. This may be difficult to do with your arm, so use your legs if you have to. Next, we've got to jack the vehicle off the ground so that we can remove the flat tire. Take your jack and place it underneath your vehicle at the spot designated by your owner's manual. Our manual tells us that this is the safest spot to place the jack on this vehicle. So the first thing we need to do is open up the jack. We can do this just by turning the handle on the jack. Lift it up a little and then place it under the vehicle where it needs to go. Continue to turn the handle on the jack until the car is lifted from the ground high enough so that the flat tire can move and rotate freely. Once the car is jacked high enough, it's time to finish removing the lug nuts. Continue to turn the tire iron in a counterclockwise motion until the lug nuts come loose. Make sure when the lug nuts are removed, you place them in your pocket or in a safe place so they don't roll away. Once all the lug nuts are removed, pull the tire away from the wheel assembly. Before you place the spare tire on the wheel assembly, remove any dirt or debris that might be left over on the bolts. Mount the spare tire on the wheel assembly. Replace the lug nuts. Once the lug nuts are hand tight, take your tire iron and tighten the lug nuts once more. Make sure you tighten in a star pattern for even torque. Now it's time to lower the jack. Turn the handle on the jack in a counterclockwise direction. This will lower the vehicle back to the ground. Now it's time to tighten the lug nuts once more. Once your vehicle is lowered to the ground, use your tire iron and your foot to tighten your lug nuts again. Tighten them in a star pattern. You'll want to tighten them all once and then go over them again. Now that our tire is changed, it's time to clean up our supplies. Make sure you put your jack and your tire iron back where they came from inside your vehicle. It's important to put everything back carefully and thoroughly to make sure we don't leave anything behind and to make sure it's all there in the instance that we might need it again. In this instance, we'll notice when we replace the spare tire compartment cover that the directions on how to replace a tire are right on the back of the cover. That's not always the case. Put your flat tire back inside your vehicle. If you put any rocks or blocks behind any other tires, remove them now. Take one more check to make sure you didn't leave any tools or garbage behind. Drive carefully and replace your tire as soon as possible.
As you can see, changing a tire here is pretty easy if you know the proper procedure. Well, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.
Maintaining your vehicle doesn't have to be too stressful.
Do it again. Somewhere in between the first and the second.
I just hit my head. Just let it go down with the pain.
Go.
Fade. Okay.